Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I guess we can start now. So this is I've been waiting to interview you for so long, dude. I don't think we've seen each other. It's been almost 3 years now since the last time I saw you, and I think the last time I saw you, you had been raided by the FBI. We drove a military truck from Oklahoma to LA, and then you had just left Los Angeles, moving to Austin. So we have a good amount to catch up on properly.
Yeah, all right. Let's do it.
So how you been, man? What's life been like? Like how is streaming? How's everything? Where are you at now? You're in Austin, right?
Yeah, I mean, life is it's okay. I've been pretty bored um recently, so taking a little break from streaming at the moment.
Yeah. How long is? When was the last time you streamed?
Uh I streamed once last month, but
Okay.
it's been like a 3 month break so far.
Jesus, have you ever taken a 3 month break?
No, this is the longest for sure.
Because like when I was like last with you when you were still in LA, people would bitch at you for like missing a day or two. I mean that was always a meme. It's like, oh, never stream, Andy, blah 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 all the time. But 3 fucking months, I did not think there'd be a day you didn't stream for 3 months straight.
Yeah, well, I've just been going through some personal issues. So I've been trying to, figure myself out and try to, see what makes me happy in life,
Yeah.
the past
Well,
couple months.
have you found anything? You're like an ayahuasca guy now. I just read an article today that like Will Smith did ayahuasca this month 14 times to find himself after Jada cheated on him. You get to go on one of
Well,
those trips.
no, I mean, I don't do ayahuasca or anything. I mean, that would be interesting, but that's not really my thing. I just like normal stuff, I like self meditation or like I'll just sit around and or go for walks and just try to think and like, oh, what do I enjoy doing in life, and have some hobbies or whatever and see if I enjoy those hobbies. I've been learning to code for the past few
Okay.
months,
Well, what language are you coding in?
Python.
See, I know that's as far as my knowledge on coding goes. I can ask what language, and I know nothing about any of them. But I hear Python. Like my friends tell me to learn. They say, "Why Python? Like, why is that the one to fucking go for?"
Well, Python is good if you want to do work with AI and scripts and uh, things like that. Like I'm trying to focus on AI oriented things.
Okay, why? When you want to build a fucking AI?
Well, I mean, the world is going towards AI.
Yeah.
Everything is going to be AI within the next couple of years. So I think it would be a very useful skill to know how it all works and, understand the coding behind it all because maybe I'll make, my own sort of thing one day, my own AI or phone apps or something. I don't know.
That makes me think of like, have you heard of the idea of a smart house or smart houses?
Yeah.
That freaks me the fuck out. I just hate to think of the idea of an Amazon owned neighborhood. That just doesn't sound good to me. That just sounds weird. Really,
Well,
like,
actually, it's not going to be as crazy. It's not going to be as dystopian as that, hopefully. That's why Web3 is, getting traction.
what the fuck
And
is Web3? Whoa, what the fuck? I didn't, what's Web3? What's two and one even?
okay, Web3, I mean, like the decentralized internet.
Yes, yes.
So that will be what the actual future holds. It's not going to be this dystopian Amazon controls the fucking neighborhood. Hopefully Web3 becomes more mainstream and that will actually be how it goes.
Okay, and
That's why AI is going to be like really popular in the couple years because AI is going to control the decentralized internet. It's not going to be these large companies, hopefully.
I mean, see, it's so weird to see you like become like in my mind when I think of NFTs now, I think of you. Like you're like the NFT crypto guy in my head. Like I have like a roster of friends that are into that, and you've definitely become the one. I don't know, and it makes sense. Like, and I can see it from your community too, right? Like they're pretty fucking nerdy, tech savvy people, like real internet people, right? That I would say are your viewers, and you're the kind of people you fuck with. But I don't get it, man. I've tried to wrap my mind around it, and I just don't. I still don't fucking get it. I still don't get NFTs.
Well, it's easy not to get. Right now, NFTs are literally just a way for people to just make money. It's just like a bullshit money making thing that, people buy NFTs to try to sell them, right? There's no use, there's no real use for that.
Yeah.
But in the future, there will be real uses for NFTs that is more than just making money.
Yeah.
Like if you buy a house, instead of the deed to your house, being a piece of paper that can get fucked up or you could lose whatever, then you gotta go get a new one, whatever. It could just be an NFT, and then it's like on the blockchain, everyone can just see it, and everyone knows you own that house.
Yeah,
And
so
that'd be
that
much easier.
your own and you own a good amount of NFTs in Austin and stuff like that. From last time we talked, you were telling me you own a good amount of NFT over there, right?
Well, I don't own the collection NFTs. I own like real estate NFTs.
Okay, and so do you think that's where shit's going? Is even real estate NFTs? Like that's gonna be
Well, yeah, I mean, Mark Zuckerberg changed Facebook to Meta, like the metaverse.
the metaverse.
So I've been investing in metaverse things for the past year now because
so
that's
crazy.
obvious. It's obviously where the world is going. The metaverse and blockchain, Web3, these are like AI. These are things that are going to come within the next 5 years, super mainstream, or next 10 years maybe. And, you know, I'm like, okay, I want to get into this because that seems fun. This is like the next step to technology and the internet.
If you really become like a crypto millionaire, I think that'd be the funniest twist, like for your whole story in life. Just because, especially back in the day, like one of my favorite memes of your community was when you would look up richest man in LA, right? Like Ice Poseidon came up and everything. But imagine that's a real article. Like that's not longer, it's not a joke anymore. Like that shit's real, and it's all because of crypto. You became a fucking crypto.
I mean, right now it's not too hard to make a lot of money on crypto. Like now is a good time to get into it. I mean, everything's kind of like blown up right now, but you know, it's even still early, even if it might go down a little bit. Did you? I don't know if you heard about this, but Reddit is going to start using Ethereum for
Really?
Reddit.
I didn't
They're
actually
gonna-
fucking know that. They're going to use Ethereum?
They're going to use ERC20 tokens to,
Okay.
you know, you can convert Reddit Karma into this like Reddit ERC token. So
That's
now you have
crazy.
millions more people using Ethereum, you know,
Oh my
that
God.
on Reddit. So, and these tech companies, they're all pushing for Web3. It's not about crypto. Crypto is just the money for
Yeah.
Web3. It's about the decentralized internet. That's what these, you know, Reddit and Google and all these companies, they're like, they want to get a share in it. They want to get into it.
And how Ethereum operates, like how I've heard it explained by you and like some of my other friends too, it's like a real utility, right? Like you can look at Ethereum as like a real utility, like compared to like Bitcoin. Like with Ethereum, you can create other cryptos, right? Like with Ethereum, right? Like it's almost like electricity or gas. You can look at it like an actual like utility. Or am I wrong?
Ethereum has smart contracts, so you can make like other tokens within the Ethereum blockchain. Yeah.
Guys, I'm really, this is how I know I become a fucking boomer. I'm so, I just don't. But I also don't have fucking money, bro. I'm always broke, so I never have enough money to even get into it. But like my friend Paul, not you, but like my other friend Paul, like he's on the dole in fucking Ireland, right? Which is like welfare. And he puts all his fucking welfare money into like, and he's made a good amount though. He just made like $2,000 the other day on some random fucking coin that blew up. I forget what it was, but yeah, no, he's making good money. I feel like an idiot.
I mean, don't feel too stupid. I mean, it's risky plays. I mean, any kind of crypto is going to be super fucking risky, but it could work out, you know, when it does, and you know, you just got to be smart after, you know.
It's just all gambling, essentially, right? Like it's just a big
I mean,
gamble.
if you get into these like small cap tokens, then yeah, it's just gambling. But if you buy something like Ethereum or Bitcoin, it's less gambling.
How are you enjoying LA compared to Austin? I'm sorry, Austin compared to LA. Fuck. How are you enjoying Austin?
Austin's great. I mean, I like it here. It's nice. It's you know, not as much traffic as LA, and it's a lot cleaner, and the people are nicer. So I enjoy it here.
Any more knocks from the FBI?
No.
No. You glad that's over? That fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was like just bullshit. You know, so they thought like somebody like told them that I was fucking doing bullshit that I wasn't doing. So it was like, you know.
Anything? Did you ever get like your stuff back from that? Because I know they got people's like they got like your computers, cell phones, everything like that.
Yeah. I mean, I got my computer back like years ago.
Okay.
This is like,
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I never knew that you got your computer back.
Yeah.
I always thought you didn't get it back yet. I always thought you never got it back. I heard Wesley never got his laptop.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, he should have. I mean, I was calling them like every week, and I'm like, "Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff?" And then one day they were just like, they just sent it to me.
Okay.
So I think you just got to pester them enough, and then they'll just send you back your shit.
Have you hung out with any streamers since you've been in Austin?
Yeah, I mean, I've hung out with some streamers.
Like who? Like who do you see? Like who are your friends? Like that's really what I wanted to wrap this interview in is like usually like when I do interviews with people, I like to wrap it in a word, right? Like a word of the day, almost like Sesame Street, where the whole episode is based off a word. Just because unless something is super changed in the past couple years of your life, it's the same interview every single time. So for you, honestly, I picked the theme of friendship, as cringy and weird as that sounds. But I don't know. I feel like we've talked a lot about friends and friendship over the past few years. I think it's kind of fitting, especially for what your life was like when I knew you a few years ago. You had a lot of bad people around you. And so I just kind of want to know, like, what's your friend group? Like, who are you hanging out with?
Well, nobody. I don't really have a friend group. Like, I've been to some streamer parties or like whatever. Like, I went to one for Halloween, and I've talked to these like some of these streamers, but I don't usually leave my house.
Yeah.
I usually just sit inside all day and just do my own thing. I don't really hang out with too many people.
Does it make you happier that way? You're just more like an introvert naturally?
Mm. It's not that it makes me happier. It's just that I just am disinterested in the streamer scene because they all talk about Twitch and I don't have anything to say about that. So what are we gonna like? There's nothing to talk about.
Well, I mean, I know it's stupid, but I've heard I always hear this, though, a bigger rise in like YouTube streaming, though. Like there's a lot of big streamers on YouTube now. It's like still being pretty competitive with Twitch.
Yeah, there's a lot of bigger streamers on YouTube, but YouTube still sucks fucking balls, dude. I don't care what anyone says. People can say YouTube's great, this and that. Dude, YouTube sucks dick for streaming. There's no community at all. They can add gift subs, they can add all this shit, but it's not the same.
It's so weird to me that YouTube sucks for streaming because it should work. You know what I mean? It should be the place. It's the second most popular fucking website on the internet, right? Is fucking YouTube. Like you would think they could just do it.
YouTube, like, okay, YouTube's not inherently bad for streaming. You can stream on YouTube and be successful.
Yeah.
But it's not it's not nearly as fun as it is on Twitch. On YouTube, it's more of a grind, and you have to, like, hit the algorithm constantly and do clickbait and do stuff that you don't want to necessarily do. Whereas on Twitch, you can just do whatever you want, and if your viewers like you, they'll just watch you,
Yeah.
Whereas on YouTube, the viewers are more casual, and they're really going to just click on something that entices them. Like the content is much more important on YouTube. On Twitch, it's not really about the content nearly as much.
Okay, and you said the community kind of sucks on YouTube too, which I've seen. Like, I just feel like even like as dumb as it sounds, the fucking emotes are ugly as fuck on YouTube. It's just little things like that I do think matter.
I mean, there's just no streaming community on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It's not that it sucks. It's just that all the viewers are casual, right? If I do a stream that's like super interesting and has a good title, I'll get viewers. I'll get new viewers to click on the stream because they'll show up in the recommended. But these are they're not streaming viewers. They're casual, like YouTube, like normie viewers. And that's fine. But the problem is if the next day I'm not doing something overly interesting, they're not going to be there. They're not, they're just casual viewers, like YouTube viewers. It's just not very motivating to have people watching your stream that are just there for the clickbait or like the content more than for you. Does that make sense?
I get what you mean. Like you really want like people there for you and not just clickbait like, oh, I have 3 hot e-girls in a blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Like you want to just be able to sit, chill, and have your dope community and just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, and I can still do that on YouTube with my core community, but there's no growth in doing that. And over time it's just gonna dwindle, right? And that's not good. Also, on YouTube, there's no hosting or anything. Like, there's no like collabing with other streamers. Like, yeah, you could collab with other streamers, but it's like I said, it's just not the same. Once you go offline, the viewers go elsewhere, right? They go back to Twitch or something.
I know, obviously, you can't stream on Twitch anymore, right? You're banned by Twitch Legal, which is like way different. I think people don't even realize that when they hear that you're banned. It's not like you're not just like casually banned. Like you're banned by like Twitch Legal. There's only like 2 other people banned by Twitch Legal, or am I wrong? It's Dr. Disrespect and fuck, who was the other one?
How do you know this stuff?
What do you mean? How do I know this stuff? It's my job. What do you mean? I was around you for a long time. I mean, that's got to not be fun because that's like a super like not correct ban. Like that's a hard ban to get banned by Twitch Legal. It's like good fucking luck, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not great. It's tough.
And I'm sure, like, I know obviously you want to get unbanned. Like, if you were unbanned tomorrow, what would your first stream be? Like, do you have ideas? Like, if you got unbanned, like, boom, email from Twitch, hey, Ice Poseidon, you're now welcome back.
Uh, I would, I mean, I've thought about this. I'd probably do like a stand-up routine where I talk about Twitch in 2017 and talk about Twitch now, and it'd be like it'd be just like a
A
stand-up
little stand-up bit. That's funny as hell.
stand-up routine for like 2 hours, and I'm like talking to chat, and I just discuss the differences, and I make like a joke out of it.
Well, what do you think are the differences between 2017 streaming when you were there to now?
I mean, I don't really pay much attention to Twitch nowadays, so I don't really know. But from what I have seen, just seems much more, corporate and
Minecraft
more
invasion.
for the money nowadays. You know, it's not really
Yeah.
about passion or the fun. It's like for the money.
You know what I think is really different? There's a lot of now like good looking young male streamers. That was not a thing, dude. Back in like 2017, 2016, male stream like you were as great as it got, honestly. You're probably one of the greatest looking male streamers of the time in 2017 on Twitch.
Oh, really?
I mean, come on. Like think about like the older streamers there on that platform compared to now. You know what I mean? They got these like cutesy Minecraft people. It was not like that then. It was a much nerdier website though, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it was a gaming website, so. But now, I mean, obviously the Minecraft people, they have these like, I don't know, they like try to look good, and I don't know, their viewers like weird about that, and they want them to look good, and they like fantasize about them and shit. Like I've had plenty of Minecraft kids fucking DM me saying some crazy.
Well, tell me about. So what happened? So it was between you and Carl Jacobs, right? Like what even went down? How'd that even happen when you went the whole Minecraft drama earlier this year?
I mean, it wasn't really too like drama, but it was more like, yeah, he, just said some things that were like not nice for no reason about me when I didn't do anything to him. And and I was just and I just tweeted my opinion about it. I was like, oh, this is, you're gonna regret falling into the toxicity of your viewers that try to cancel you for every little fucking stupid thing. And that was really it. And then I had all these Minecraft people DM me crazy shit. And this one fucking person who was like 12 years old sent me a link and was like, look at this. And I clicked on it. And it was like a fan fiction story that he wrote of Carl and Dream like sucking each other's dicks. And I'm like, I DM the person. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then they said, what do you hate? What do you hate this? Are you homosexual or not homosexual? Are
Homophobic?
You a homophobe? I'm not a fucking homophobe. You're 12 years old writing about Carl Jacobs and Dream sucking each other off, you fucking weirdo. That's not homophobia. You're a fucking weirdo. I don't want to. Why are you sending me
Was
this?
it well written? Like was it good? Like would you
Oh,
give
it was
it?
awful. It was just like, and now Carl and Dream start making out in the bed, and they slowly unzip their pants. Like it was just some weird fucking shit.
Well, because what happened? Like I remember, it's like I think like some old clip of Carl kind of went viral in his community of him at like a meetup with you, right? Like he met you up at some meetup. This is like what 2018 or something like that. Like it was some years ago, or am I wrong? Was it even like earlier?
I mean, so Carl stream sniped me. Carl was really big in my Discord.
Really?
And, well, he used to talk in my Discord a lot, and he stream sniped me, and and took a photo with me. That's it.
Okay, and then they just went and found it out, and then he's like, oh no, Ice Poseidon, oh no, red alert, right?
Yeah, red alert. I know. Tell me about it. He was fucking saying some crazy shit in my Discord though in 2017.
Was he? Was this when was he with Mr. Beast yet, or is this before Mr. Beast?
No, this is before all that.
Oh my!
But from my perspective, it was like, damn, I was nice enough to take a photo with this guy who stream sniped me, and then he's gonna throw me under the table. 3 years later, 4 years later, when he gets clout, like that's fucking bullshit for no reason. What? Because his viewers saw that he took a photo with me. Who cares? Tell your viewers to fuck off. What does it matter?
Yeah, and I feel like that's the worst way of going about something, is like hiding from what you really like is always going to catch up with you, online. Like if you're really like pretending to be someone you're not, they're always going to find out. And it's like if you're just open and authentic right from the start, then they can't really ever cancel you for just being you. It's when you try to pretend to be this squeaky clean PC person, and then that's obviously not what you're completely like or what you actually enjoy watching even, and they're going to find it out. And then it's like, oh no, this image you built up, which isn't even you, is just going to crumble down. And that's just the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, the squeaky clean images are fucking stupid because nobody is squeaky clean. But also, yeah, if your viewers are bullying you, you shouldn't just apologize to them and fall into it. Like, fuck that. Don't apologize to your fucking viewers that are trying to cancel you for taking a photo of someone. Tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
But, people are so scared and they don't want to upset their viewers. They don't want to like get canceled more, whatever bullshit. These Minecraft kids, they're all fucking pansies. They're like such pussies to their viewers. It's crazy. And not just the Minecraft people, everyone.
Everyone.
Like, so many people. Trainwrecks is the only person I see that's not a fucking pussy, and he tells people how it is. Like, you know, I used to be like really afraid to upset my viewers, but nowadays I don't really care. If I upset someone, you know, if it's not for any real reason, if it's like some bullshit reason, right? Like if I do something wrong, you know, I'll own up to it. But if it's like something stupid and someone's trying to cancel me for, it's like, okay, go fuck yourself. I don't care.
You might be one of the most canceled people ever online in terms of like people just trying to ruin. Like at one point, that was the whole point of your community. I'm saying that's what you wanted your point of your community to be. But when your community was at war with you, especially like that time in your life when I was with you at like 2019, it just seemed like the whole point was to let's just ruin this guy's life. Let's just ruin his life as hard as we can. And I don't think I've ever seen that since like that.
Well, that's why I realized that you shouldn't, you know, like bend to the will of your viewers, you know what I mean? That are trying to control you and like unhealthy ways, right? Because you can bend to the will for years, right? And then you just decide to change it up, or you don't want to do that anymore, and then people are gonna start canceling you. It's just, you know, you at some point you just got to be yourself. You know, if people want to cancel you for whatever, then so be it. You know, you don't bend to the will.
Especially when it comes to live streaming. Like live streaming, I feel like is definitely one of the most intimate forms of entertainment there is online. You know what I mean? It's not like YouTube. Like YouTube, you know, you upload a video, you wait for it to drop, you read the comments, that's about it. Yeah, you have your social media shit. You can see Twitter, you can check on your Instagram stuff. But with live streaming, I mean, just having your audience, right, that's intimate. That's intimate form of content. It's an intimate relationship. And when like, you know, any relationship, whether it's a girlfriend, a friend, or even like viewers like that, it can get unhealthy. And I think yours got unhealthy so bad, and it was the most intimate community I've ever seen too. Like when I would look on the Reddit back in the day, I don't even have a Reddit. Is Ice Poseidon Reddit even like a thing anymore? Because I know it got shut down, quarantined, and everything. So I don't even know if you even have like a subreddit community anymore.
No, it's my Discord.
Okay, well, when you did back in the day, and then, you know, the worst one about it came was IP2 and everything, and I would go and look on those places. It was crazy what they would get right, because they would get some stuff really, really on the money right, but 98% of things they were so off about. They were just so fucking off about, and just had these crazy conspiracies. I mean, just like the craziest shit ever. And I would always like tell people, or when I would like interview one of them, or I remember we had a few of those guys show up when we were in Arizona at one point, when we were at like that Castles and Coasters place, like during the military truck stream, and I would talk to them, and they're just mega fans. You know, obviously, like even if it's just them hating on you, they're still a fan, right? They're obsessed with you. It's like a complete mega fixation on you, and it was just insane. Like the stuff they would think. I would always tell them like, you're giving Ice and all these guys in some ways too much credit for being masterminds over shit. You know what I mean? When I remember a lot of the days when you were streaming, it was just you woke up and it's like, I don't even know what's gonna happen today, you know, just kind of winged it. And I think some of your best streams were like that. And don't get me wrong, like you had some really good planned streams like the CX Factor and stuff like that, where there was like a lot of time and like real thought and like planning behind the scenes put into it. But I feel like most of the time it was just you running and going and just seeing what happened in the day.
Oh, get ready to get canceled, Jagger. The Minecraft kid said the CX Factor was terrible. I was getting canceled for that.
Wait, why? Why? What happened?
I'm shooting paintballs at people, and I'm like murdering people on stream.
Okay, I do remember FaZe Banks shaving a homeless guy's head, but you guys gave him money. To be fair, he got some money out of that.
I know, but that's why it's funny. It's like it was fucking amazing. Everyone signed consent forms, and it was great, and we had a great time. But then, you know, years later, you got these Minecraft kids like, look at this. He put a fucking hood on someone's head, and he's shooting them with paintballs. Oh my god, this guy's murdering people on live stream. Like, yeah, like go fuck yourself.
And it was a different time. It was a really different time online too. And you were, I mean, that was. Again, they'll cancel me for it, but that was one of the best streams you ever had, in my opinion. Was the CX Factor thing was fucking hilarious. That was like one of the best Asian Andy streams too back in the day. I remember he got shot with so many fucking paintballs and everything. Did you have 2 CX Factors or 1? I don't know why I'm thinking there was 2 of them. Because two, okay. Which one was the one you did in the warehouse? Because I remember the warehouse one where FaZe Banks comes down on like the fucking like elevator. The second one, okay. What was your favorite?
Probably the second one.
Yeah, is it the best one?
Mhm.
Remember the guys running around with leeches outside in their face? Like that was so fun. Like you must like do you ever forget like things that even happened? Because you had a wild few years there where so much shit even happened. Like does someone ever hit you up with like a memory or a stream? You're like, I have no memory of that. Like I forgot that even took place.
No, I remember all the stuff pretty much.
Okay, what was the best stream?
The best stream like that I ever did?
Yeah, you think you ever did? Like you're most proud of. Like if you were to meet someone right now and you were to tell them to look up one of your streams or like an old VOD of a stream, that you're like, okay, that's a solid stream. Like it's funny, it kind of shows off everything like my whole personality and community at the time had to offer.
Hmm. Honestly, probably when I climbed Mount Fuji.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
That
cool.
was like definitely like it wasn't like the most entertaining stream, but it was the hardest thing that I ever did.
Yeah.
And I climbed this fucking one of the tallest mountains in the world live during a thunderstorm. So that was crazy.
Yeah. Do you keep up with any of the old CX people?
No, I don't really keep up with anyone.
Nobody at all. Well, I know we can talk about this a little bit because I don't know how much you want to get into it. But last CX person I heard about was Sam Pepper in FaZe.
Yeah.
With that crypto. So explain that to me because that you're a crypto guy in my head. What the fuck happened there on paper?
I mean, I don't really know, but
Yeah.
I guess from the CoffeeZilla video, they rug pulled it and took all the liquidity out of the coin, I guess.
Just like a giant rug pull. Have they been silent on that? Like I don't know if you've caught up with it. I haven't been keeping up with it at all. But last time I heard like a bunch of them were silent.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I watched the CoffeeZilla video, so I guess they weren't silent. They were talking about it and stuff, but I don't really know.
I think one of my weirdest memories in life, again, that those like few months where I was traveling with you, there was a lot of weird memories made, but had to be, I had at the time just picked up my friend Paul from the airport. Paul was like my camera guy from Ireland. I picked him up. We go over to your house. You're like, Jagger, go get your cameras. Keemstar's coming here and Andy will knock us with mushrooms. We're going to brainwash Blade. And I remember being like, what the fuck is this? And I remember there was a Mr. Beast guy there that day. I can't remember his fucking name because it wasn't just Keem and Andy. It was like some other dude. What was his? Do you remember what I'm talking about? He was like British guy, I think. I can't remember, but I know he's done stuff with Mr. Beast. He was like a big Fortnite guy. Whatever, but that was fucking crazy. The Keemstar coming over and feeding Blade mushrooms.
That was funny. We were trying to like sober him up or whatever.
It didn't work. It super didn't work.
I mean, it didn't work, but shrooms are a good way to get rid of an addiction. So we thought we'd give it a try.
I just had the worst acid trip of my life the other week. I dropped acid with my girlfriend, right? And like I don't know, you've done psychedelics at all or anything like that?
I've done shrooms.
Okay, you've done shrooms. Okay. Well, we were on acid, which is a little bit, it's all kind of similar, but a little bit different, if that makes sense. You know, it's like Pepsi versus cola or something. You know what I mean? Coke, right? It's just like, it's soda, but it's a little bit different, the taste. And so we were on acid, and you know, an acid trip's like 8 hours long, right? It's a long fucking trip. And we're about like 2.5, almost 3 hours into it, like literally peaking on fucking acid. And of course, my girlfriend recently, like she signed up for the Humane Society. So she's like she adopted a dog, right? So now we have a new puppy in the house. Well, we switched to a new puppy food that the fucking dog's allergic to, right? So we're peaking on acid. Imagine both of us just peaking on this apartment, weird colors going on. We have like music blasting, and the dog shits everywhere. Fucking everywhere. It was with such a force and velocity. It got all on like the door, all over the ground. It was fucking disgusting. And because it's like sick, it's like diarrhea, it's liquid. So now I'm on acid and I'm having to clean up a mountain of liquid dog shit. I'm watching it morph into a fucking face. It was horrible. It was a horrible fucking experience. But do you ever have a bad like acid, well, you didn't do it on acid, but like mushroom experience?
I've never had a bad trip on mushrooms now. Mushrooms are the only psychedelic I've taken, but I've only taken them a couple times and in good environments without dogs shitting on the floor. So,
Well, don't you have a dog now?
I do have a dog. He's right there.
Yeah, I thought I saw him earlier, like moving under the blanket or something like that.
Yeah, there he is. He's cute, isn't he?
Yeah, he is fucking cute. How old is he?
3.
3? Okay, it's not bad. So why have you taken such a break from streaming on YouTube? Is it just like you really need a mental break? You just really want to find yourself? Like what is it?
Yeah, I mean, just like a mental break and just like to find what I really want to do in life, right? Because okay, I know that streaming on YouTube is not something I want to do for the rest of my life. You know, I don't find it like that enjoyable anymore.
Yeah.
You know, because if I still enjoy streaming, but I would prefer to stream more casual things. I don't want to have to do clickbait bullshit,
Yeah.
crazy fucking content. I just want to chill and just do casual things, right? But, you know, on YouTube, that's not going to grow my channel. So it's just going to, you know, dwindle. The viewership will dwindle over the course of time. And I'm just like, okay, what do I want to do? So I'm taking a break to try to figure it out. That's why I started coding and getting into these other hobbies because, you know, I'm enjoying myself with that stuff.
That's
you know, I'm really fascinated with AI. I'm fascinated with Web3, crypto, all these different things. So
would it be fair to say you're kind of depressed for a bit there?
Yeah, I mean, I was depressed a few months ago. I'm feeling better now, but I was definitely depressed a few months ago with, you know, my breakup and everything. And I just was like, okay, you know, like I said, I just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life because doing the content on YouTube, it's yeah, I mean, I could do like good, like crazy content on YouTube and continue to grow, but I don't want to do that. When I got into streaming on Twitch, it was just for fun. It was about having fun and like with your viewers and other people and whatever, right? On YouTube, it's not really about the fun. It's more about what am I going to do tomorrow? What's my content going to be? What's going to go viral and get 1 million views?
Yeah.
And that's not fun.
No. What's been like your biggest stream since moving to Austin? Like, have you had like a big one?
I mean, in terms of like the most viewership that I've gotten?
Yeah, most viewership. Let's just go with most viewership.
My highest viewership was 8,000 viewers when I was trading stocks.
Okay, when you were trading fucking stocks? That's so weird. That's so weird.
It was when the GameStop shit was going
on. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes super sense. So you were just like...
But that's the thing, right? It's like, okay, now and then the next day I decided to do something else, right? And then I had like, I had half the viewers and it's like, okay. It's like the viewership, I mean, you know, viewership doesn't really matter as much, but, you know, I do still want to progress somewhat in my life or progress my channel or progress somewhere in life, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like streaming is not progressing my life any further.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm taking a break to figure out, okay, what else is there besides streaming?
To me,
why I got coding
it's crazy like how responsible you are in terms of like you have changed a lot in terms of like what content was like on Twitch and live streaming in general, right? Like you did a really like, I feel like if they have a history book one day on live streaming, you definitely have a chapter in there. And it's crazy how many streamers, you know, that are now huge streamers today were fans of you or even streamed with you that now are just completely fucking afraid of you. Like, and it's so crazy because I feel like, again, over the past 3 years, you've changed so much. I feel like your community is not like that anymore at all. At least I haven't heard anything like that. Any super bad stuff. And like, is it still
I mean, honestly, people, no one's really afraid of me. People just don't want to. If I'm banned on Twitch, what is my value to them, right? What is my worth?
A person, a friend, like a human.
Unfortunately, that's just not how this world works, Jagger, and I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. You know, if you want to, I mean, if you want to, like I said, I've hung out with streamers before off stream. That's fine. I am not that interested in doing that though, because they only talk about streaming and I am trying to figure other stuff out as well. So I'm like disinterested in talking about Twitch and streaming because I don't relate to that. I don't relate to Twitch and all this stuff at the moment. So, but yeah, when it comes to like, you know, people publicly speaking about me, I mean, you know, if I'm banned on Twitch, what's my value to them? Nothing. So why are they going to say, you know, anything positive? I mean, people have said positive things.
I get what you mean, but I just feel like it's fucked up. It's just fucked up, and I get it, right? It's like you have no real monetary value to them. You're banned from Twitch. It doesn't matter. I'm sure if you got unbanned tomorrow, they would, but right now, there's no point.
It's the people that from my experience, the only people that talk negatively about me are the people who don't actually know me, people I've never met. The streamers that I've met don't talk negatively about me because they know me. Yeah. But it's the people that have never met me, and then plus being banned on Twitch. But you're right. If I wasn't banned on Twitch, the people that don't know me would not talk negatively about me anymore because now they say, oh, maybe I can, you know, maybe something could happen between us. Like, you know, it's just politics, man. Yeah. Streaming, entertainment, everything in the world is just politics. And
See, it would just be so funny to me. You get unbanned on Twitch, and then we see like an Ice Poseidon lover host. Like, it probably wouldn't happen. I feel like Austin would never in a million years, just because, you know, a lot of his audience now is like Minecrafters and people like that. But I mean, to me, that'd be so fucking funny to see you on like the Austin show or all these like bigger streamer shows now. It'd be great. I think it'd be really great.
I mean, I probably could be on those, yeah. If I wasn't banned on Twitch, what do you mean? He's not going to pass an opportunity to have me on. If I wasn't banned on Twitch, it'd be fucking massive.
It'd be massive. It'd be super fucking massive. I'm gonna go for some Twitter questions because I tweeted the other day that I was gonna like interview. Wanted to see what people are saying. Some of these are better than others. Some of these are really dumb. So I'm gonna start off with a dumb one, which is of course one of the most liked replies, which is ask him if he's an ass or tits guy.
I mean, I like small tits and a small ass, so
okay.
I guess if I had to choose, I guess I'd go with tits.
Okay, wait. So you like a petite kind of build?
I like a girl who's tall and skinny.
Tall and skinny.
You know, if a girl was like 5'10" and thin, or like, you know, maybe a little like little muscle or something, that would be nice.
Okay. This one, I feel like, because you say you don't watch much streamers, I'm still curious. Who are your favorite like 3 Twitch streamers? Like, let's try to think of like new ones. But if you can't think of any new ones, then like go for some old ones.
Favorite Twitch streamers? I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't really watch Twitch at the moment, so I don't really know. I mean, I did watch Trainwreck's gambling for a while because I was gambling myself, so I enjoyed that. And yeah, I don't know.
That's it. That's about it. Okay. What about like, I don't know, a Mizkif, right? Do you watch any of Mizkif shit?
Mizkif's cool. I mean, he has definitely got he's got some of the best content on Twitch for sure. But it's not really like, I don't find it that entertaining myself personally. It's not like about him or anything. It's just, I just don't think Twitch has any entertaining content at this point.
Because you have to be so careful, right? You just have to be so careful.
Everything is just about money and corporate and careful, and I mean, that's fine. It's not even about careful. Like, people don't have to break the rules to be entertaining. But, you know, everything's just really corporate now, and it's very fake-ish. And yeah, I can just see through it because I've that experience as a streamer. Yeah. I can see through the corporateness, and it's just not that interesting to me. So Mizkif does have some of the best content on Twitch, but it's just not that captivating to me.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Funny enough, this is another question about Mizkif. This one comes from Just a Minx. You met Minx. You remember Minx, my friend Minx. Who was a better cameraman, like you or Miz? I think she's like shitting on Miz being a cameraman back in the day for you. Or was he like the documentary guy originally, or like what the fuck? Like, was he just one of your camera dudes?
Yeah, Mizkif was a good camera guy.
Was he? He was good at it.
Yeah, he was good at it. He definitely knew the angles that he had to get. He did the zooms, and he was really good at it. Okay, but that's why he's a big streamer now, because he understands what's entertaining.
Yeah. Did you always know he was going to be big? Did you have a feeling?
I mean, I can't read the future, but I mean, he definitely has a funny personality. So I was like, yeah, okay, he's probably going to do well.
Well, again,
because
like if
you compare back when he started streaming on Twitch at first, I mean, there's just no competition, bro. Twitch is just people gaming, and if you're, you know, not interested in that game, you're probably not going to watch those people, right? Like, Twitch doesn't have much entertainment value, like competition when it comes to non-gaming stuff, right? That's why Mizkif is big now and took over that sort of environment for the just chatting section, because he doesn't have much competition.
Yeah, no, that's a super fair point. And this kind of goes into, I actually really like this question. They said, maybe ask him his point of view on IRL streaming now and how he feels about his impact on the category.
IRL streaming is definitely not great. If you want to make money, it's not profitable whatsoever.
I remember you told me that, and I couldn't fucking believe it, that there was almost no profit from IRL.
It's very expensive to do stuff, you know, travel and hotels and, you know, setting up events. All this shit's really fucking expensive, and I didn't have any sponsors, really.
Yeah.
So everything's out of pocket for me, right? Maybe nowadays, you know, streamers that do events on Twitch, they get sponsored and whatever, so it's more profitable for them. But, you know, for me, I didn't really take sponsors. My community did not fuck with sponsors, and they, you know, so I just didn't take any. And obviously, I had very edgy content, so I didn't get many sponsors. So everything's out of pocket for me. So yeah, very expensive, not very profitable. People don't donate or sub as much in an IRL stream compared to sitting at your computer. So if you want to make money, IRL streaming is not the way to go. Also, it's dangerous because you get people stream sniping you. You get all these variables that you can't control.
Yeah,
And
callers,
you
everything.
get fucking banned. You get callers. You walk into a fucking restaurant with 20,000 viewers. You get people calling the restaurant. It's just not like there's no way you can really IRL stream without impacting the people around you in some kind of like annoying way.
Yeah. Well, this is the second part of that question is what do you think your like how do you think your impact on like IRL streaming will be remembered? Like you did make an impact. I mean, you were like the first basically, right? Like pretty much. Like it was Pokemon Go back in the day, right?
One of the first, yeah, Reckful and myself were probably the two first.
I mean, do you think you should get some respect, you know, a little bit from that, honestly?
I mean, people can think whatever they want. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, everyone should respect me.
Respecting you,
But,
no.
you know, if people would like to look at the positives that I've done, then that'd be nice. Yeah. I definitely pushed the boundaries and I did crazy shit that nobody will ever see again in the
Yeah.
streaming world.
Yeah.
Everyone, like I said, everything's so corporate now. So I didn't care about the corporateness. I just pushed and pushed because it was entertaining.
Yeah.
And I have passion to entertain. So, yeah, no one's ever going to see anything like that ever again.
You know what I was so disappointed in was like I think about 3 or 4 months ago, I saw that Keemstar, FouseyTube were on Adam 22's podcast again for the anniversary of when you and Sam Pepper were on there, and I was so surprised you didn't get invited to that. I thought that would have been perfect because they streamed it on YouTube. I thought it'd be perfect to have like you come down and be there with Keem and fucking FouseyTube and all them to talk about the freak out that Fousey had on Sam that day because that was a crazy time.
Well, I was there. I wasn't really involved though. It was more about Sam versus FouseyTube. I was just there because
Yeah.
I just wanted to go, but I really had no involvement with that.
Shane
So
Dawson was there that fucking day. That was like one of the weirdest streams ever.
he wasn't there when I was there.
No, he had just. I think he had. No, I think he because I think what happened if I remember, he was there and then Fousey came and then he has a meltdown. Shane leaves and then you guys showed up, right? Or am I wrong on that? Or were you guys already there?
Yeah, he left and then we showed up.
Then you showed up. What the fuck? Did you go to the convention? Did you go to his like music festival at all?
No.
No, no. Didn't Sam? And isn't that why Fousey was mad at him? Something he thinks it was his callers or
Oh, you
something
mean
like
the
that.
FouseyTube festival?
Yeah,
I
the
went,
Fousey.
I went to the FouseyTube thing, yeah, and for I like, but it was like fucking shitty, so we left.
What
But
do you mean it was shit? What was it like? What was it like?
it was just a bunch of fucking hype beasts trying to be cool and get clout off FouseyTube, and I was like, oh, this is fucking stupid, and I left.
Adam 22 said he saw a bunch of moms. That he said it was like a bunch of the kids and like a ton of fucking moms everywhere.
Yeah, a bunch of kids, bunch of moms, bunch of kids being disrespectful, you know, doing shit to try to get clout. Like, it just wasn't interesting for me. I was like, this shit sucks.
Yeah.
And if it was acting crazy, and I was like, all right, well, I mean, this isn't really a festival. This is just a shit show.
It's a shit show. I have another question, and this is, I mean, I'm curious to see how you're going to answer this. What's your biggest regret when it comes to your Twitch career?
I mean, my Twitch career wasn't very long. I only streamed on Twitch for like a year. I only got big on Twitch for a few months before I got banned. So, I mean, obviously, my biggest regret is streaming at the airport, but I,
Yeah.
you know, could have never predicted that that was going to happen, right? The
Yeah.
whole flooding incident. So, because I had streamed at airports before that, and nothing bad ever happened. So,
Do you think at that point they were just looking? They were just gunning for something to get you off the platform?
no, because before the airport thing, I mean, I had Twitch staff really trying to help me and keep me from getting banned. You know, they would like message me and, hey, if there's an issue, if you're breaking the rules, we'll message you, and then you can like stop doing that. Like they were, like I went to the Twitch offices when I was still on Twitch, and I don't know how it is nowadays, but I had the most offenses,
Jesus Christ.
most infractions. So so I'd been banned on Twitch 5 times.
Yeah.
3 of those times were from TTS, you know, just
Yeah.
saying fucked up shit, and then it got through and I got banned. Then 1 was for accidentally leaking a phone number, and then 1 was the airport thing. So I had 5 bans, but I think I had 14 infractions.
Jesus
something.
Christ. Jesus
So
Christ.
I should have been banned 14 times, but I only got banned 5. So I don't think they were looking to get rid of me, but I think they were trying to help me. But the airport thing, like with the whole PR that went on, like
Final
national.
nail in the coffin.
Well, yeah, they were just like, okay, this is bad PR, so we should probably ban this person.
Yeah, and I remember you had like an interview on the like local news or something like that. Am I wrong? I remember. I don't know why I think of a still on you in the local news talking about it.
Yeah, I got interviewed at the airport by a news station.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I bet that was a nightmare. I bet that was a fucking nightmare day.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get the fuck out of there, but I was getting stopped by every news person possible. So,
Yeah. Oh, fuck that dude. I mean, have you ever been like? I know this is kind of dark, but I talk about a lot of this kind of shit on my stream, anyways. You ever been suicidal over any of that?
from being banned on Twitch.
Just, I mean, over the past, just everything in general, the past few years. Let's call it like the past 6 years from beginning your Twitch career to now.
I mean, not suicidal, like not to that point. No,
Yeah.
with like, well, like being like okay, being banned on Twitch sucks, but I don't revolve my entire life around streaming anymore, so I don't really care. I
Yeah.
would like to get unbanned on Twitch because I would like to be able to stream in a more fun environment than YouTube. But if it doesn't happen, I don't really care. I guess I have other hobbies, so.
Yeah. And I remember that was like when the Carl Jacobs stuff happened. I remember we talked a little bit, and I remember that was like a kind of an annoyance with you. Is like you had spent like the past few years really cleaning up your community and changing and proving yourself. That you are a different person and that the content you're doing now is very different. And then it just felt like a big step back, right? Like when that happened, because it's like, oh, he's the bad streamer guy. That's the toxic, racist, awful, evil. He stomps on babies guy. Like he's the worst as you can get. Kind of felt like a bit of a step back.
Not really. Anyone who knows me knows that Carl Jacobs is a fucking moron.
Well, I mean, just in terms of PR, like people that don't know you, you know what I mean? They just look up Ice Poseidon.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. It is a step back in that regard, but yeah, what can you do about it, right? That's why I was very mature about it. I tweeted that, hey, you shouldn't apologize to your viewers for no fucking reason because it's gonna get bad, and you do any little thing they're gonna cancel you for. You should just man up to your viewers. So yeah, it is a step back, but I don't really care. It is what it is.
I think one of the funniest things you did with that was you made a tweet that day. It's like, you want to cancel Carl, you have to cancel every other person, and then you were tweeting all the photos with you. And I felt like every streamer ever you have a photo with, every giant YouTuber too, you have a fucking photo with. Like you had a photo with you and Mr. Beast
bro,
and everything.
I've met every single person, and I've done shit with everyone.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking to myself, you know what? If Carl's not going to man up to his viewers that are fucking 12-year-olds, then I will. I'll man up to your viewers for you. And I post all these photos with all these people I've met. It'd cancel everyone then, guys. But these, I mean, it was just like, yeah, I'm trying to show Carl like, hey, this is how you do it. You don't fucking bend to the will of 5-year-olds.
It's crazy because, again, I think a lot of these people who are like newer fans, right, like newer viewers to these communities that are so deep in these communities too now, just don't realize, they don't know who you were. Like they don't know like how big of a fucking streamer you were back then too, and how a part of like the Twitch community. And even after you got banned from Twitch, it didn't stop it. Like in some ways you were like, in terms of viewers, bigger than ever too, with like the RV streams and stuff like that. And it's like, I forget, they don't even realize like how a part of a Twitch and live streaming culture you just were. And it's like, they want to cancel him, you're gonna have to cancel everybody because you were the guy, you were the content god, right? You were the content king. It was Ice Poseidon.
I mean, I don't blame him for not knowing. You got people like Carl thinking that I'm this back alley streamer and he's taking a photo with me. So I don't blame them for not knowing. I mean, if they're children, then of course they don't know me. I was streaming when they were 7 years old.
Do you think streaming is going to get even bigger?
This is something I've thought about. Yes, I think it will get bigger, but I wonder to what extent exactly, because like I said, I don't think a lot of the streaming content nowadays is interesting enough to go mainstream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like doing like Twitch had the Twitch Rivals or whatever like a week ago or something, and shit like that, it helps.
Yeah. But
it's still very niche, and you have to know the streamers to find it entertaining. If you don't know who these people are, it's not going to be entertaining. Same with like OTK, and they do their real life events. If you don't know who they are, if you don't use live stream fails, it's not really going to be that interesting.
Yeah.
So but then like to bring something mainstream, you do have to take risks. You have to take chances. And nobody on Twitch is wanting to take any risk because it's, it's scary, right? Twitch could ban you for something, whatever. If you do something you don't even have to break the rules. If you do something that that is out of your control, right? Let's say you want to do a Mr. Beast event on Twitch, and then one of your contestants is pissed that he lost and shows his fucking dick or something. I don't know. You'll get banned for that. Why would any streamer want to take any risks whatsoever to make captivating content? So no, I don't think streaming's going to go mainstream at the moment with these sort of like things that are stopping it. But I think if any sort of streaming will go mainstream, it'll be streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
Like if Mr. Beast were to fucking stream one of his events on YouTube, it'd be massive.
Massive.
But on Twitch, I don't know. I think Twitch is too. I don't know. I just don't. I think they have a really bad relationship with their streamers. I think they scare their streamers, and that's not a good.
No.
It's not good for their business.
And to me, what my fear is too, it's like, with streamers becoming, more and more wealthy than ever, right? Like you're seeing like all those leaks of numbers and how much people are getting paid, and content becoming more corporate, like you've talked about, and just the community as a whole becoming more corporate. I'm afraid of things becoming too produced. You know what I mean by that? Just overly produced, where it loses some of the authenticity of like a live stream, where it's like, it looks like we're just in this giant studio and all these professional lights and cameras. And yeah, there's some cool streams like that for it. Like I could see some places, but I feel like I like a scuff setup. You know what I mean? I like that I'm watching a guy from his fucking desk, you know what I mean, in a shitty apartment. I just like the authenticity of actual live streaming rather than overly produced. And I feel like we're going to eventually start, as this becomes bigger and bigger and more mainstream, this platform, starting to look more overly produced, especially when, bigger companies start investing in stuff and want to jump on the streaming train that you've already seen, right? Like I've ever heard about streamers, like they've gotten like sponsorships to take in people from like reality shows, you know what I mean, to put them on their stream and stuff like that. It's like you can already see Hollywood and these like dying medias like trying to jump on the train. And my fear is just seeing overly produced content, because I just hate that as a viewer personally.
Well, that's where it's going.
Yeah, you think it's just going pure like overly produced, like they're just like, this is the cookie cutter formula for how you have success on live stream. It has to look like this and this host and that host, like it has to have this certain formula. And I feel like there's no perfect formula for streaming.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the good way to put it is, the streaming it's going more corporate, and it's going to lose its personality.
Okay, I have a good question.
Streaming has already kind of lost a little bit of its personality from being overly corporate at the moment.
Like if you had your own,
in my opinion, the only thing that keeps Twitch interesting is live stream fails.
Yeah,
and I hate to say that because live stream fails is pretty toxic.
Yeah.
But, without live stream fails, I don't think Twitch would be that interesting unless you are literally a gamer and you're watching somebody playing the game that you want to watch.
I mean,
when it comes to mainstream content, like the overproduced corporate shit, it's just not captivating.
Yeah. And it's funny, you say live stream fails is too toxic, but I mean, you're too toxic for live stream fails. You're banned from LSF, right? Ice Poseidon stuff, is it still banned from LSF?
Well, I'm banned for LSF for, I would assume, multiple reasons, but I mean, back when I got banned in LSF, the mods didn't like me on LSF. They were like doxing my moderators and doing fucked up shit.
Why? How'd that war even start, man?
I mean, honestly, I don't really remember. It's been so many years, but I just remember back then they just didn't like me or whatever, because my community would always post about me in live stream fails, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't like that, so they wanted to stop it. But now it's the same thing all over again with, OTK and all these guys. They just take over live stream fails.
Yeah.
But the moderators there just don't hate them. So.
Well, if you were to let's say a kid comes up to you, like a fucking 14-year-old little kid. He's like, hey, man, I want to be a content creator online. Do you think I should be a streamer or a YouTuber in terms of like YouTubers upload YouTube content? Like, what would you recommend?
I mean, it's hard to say. If you want to grow from nothing, YouTube is better because they have a better algorithm and you can just go viral.
Yeah.
And that would be easy. If you really want to grow from nothing, do TikTok. Going viral on TikTok is not that hard. hard.
No, it's not that. I just had a TikTok that blew up recently. It's weird. Like you can see how TikToks blow up. Like it'll be like an hour, then you'll get another few thousand views, and another hour passing a few thousand, a few thousand, a few thousand. It's like you can literally watch how the TikTok algorithm works. It's fucking bizarre. It's really fucking bizarre.
TikTok to YouTube and then to Twitch. Twitch is like because Twitch their algorithm sucks. They have no algorithm.
No, there's no discoverability on Twitch. There's none.
There's like you have to go on Twitch when you already have a viewer base. You cannot go on Twitch from nothing. I went on Twitch with a small YouTube viewer base. I actually started on YouTube first, and then went to Twitch.
I didn't know that. You started on YouTube first.
Yeah, I was making RuneScape videos on YouTube.
Closing doors.
And then I went to Twitch, and I had like 100 viewers, and that was like a good starting point, right? Whereas if you're starting on Twitch with 0 viewers, it's not happening. Literally 0 chance. Unless you get hosted or something, it's not going to happen.
You still play RuneScape?
I do, yeah.
How the fuck can you still play that game all these years later? Nothing's changed. How are you still grinding fucking RuneScape, dude? How?
I mean, I don't play it as much. I play it, here and there. It's fun. I don't know. The grind is fun sometimes.
It's fun. Do you play any other games? I'm so not a gamer.
I've been playing chess a lot recently.
The fuck? So you're meditating. You've gotten into chess. Like, what's happened? When is this all the fuck?
I mean, I've always liked chess, I just got back.
I didn't know you played chess. You good?
Not too good. I play Bullet, so I have like a 600 rating on Bullet, so I'm not that good. Okay. But, I mean, Bullet's not easy to play, so.
Okay. And that's like versus other online players, right?
Yeah, it's 1 minute chess versus other people.
Oh, fuck that. No, I'd be dog shit at that. I have another question that I kind of like, even though we've talked about this a little bit. What do you think, like, the longevity for shows like the Austin shows, podcasts, things like that, roast? What do you think the longevity for that kind of stuff is?
As long as Twitch stays alive.
Okay.
Austin, bro, what competition does Austin have?
Doesn't have any.
There's no competition. He will stay at the top. All the streamers at the top right now will continue to stay at the top literally forever until Twitch, as long as Twitch stays, alive. And that is the good thing with Twitch. Once you grow as a streamer, you will forever be a big streamer. You'll forever pull at least a couple thousand viewers and make plenty of good money.
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, that's what's so crazy. Like, back when I was hanging with you and I had Minx as, like, my PA and shit, that girl had literally 5 viewers on average, right? She was my little PA during the documentary when I was traveling with you. She had 5 viewers. I think she had less than even, like, 5,000 followers on Twitch. Now she has over 1 million on everything. And it's all because the Austin show. She got on the Austin show. That blew up. It was a perfect time when she got on the Austin show. It was right when the pandemic happened. So it's like everyone's at home. Twitch had more numbers than ever. And it was just, it was like she was stuck with me for like 4 months. And like every single day we would wake up and she had 10,000 new followers, 30,000 new followers, 50,000 new followers. It was fucking insane. I've never seen anything like it before. But it was all because of the Austin show.
I mean, I'll put it this way. If you're an entertaining person, you're going to grow on Twitch if you can get in the right spotlight.
Yeah.
Because there is no competition on Twitch. Nobody is that entertaining on Twitch. And I don't know what it is. I chalk it up to, I don't think a lot of people know how to be streamers.
Yeah.
That's what I chalk it up to. Streaming is a lot of body language and a lot of like, facial expressions and like a certain way of talking, your inflections and things like that. When you talk, you have to know how to be an entertainer to be a streamer, whereas making YouTube videos, you don't necessarily have to be a great entertainer. You can just like edit your video in a certain way that makes you entertaining.
You kind of have to have that it factor. You know what I mean? Like you can't even explain it. It's just you either have it or you don't have it.
So a lot of streamers nowadays, or forever days, they just don't know how to be entertaining for hours and hours at a time. So that's really what it boils down to. It's not like a Twitch issue. Like I said, because you don't have to break the rules to be entertaining, but just most people just don't know how to be entertaining for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, no, it is super hard. And I think that's why it's like, even like back in the day with all the CX people, that are part of your community, I would only say maybe a few of them were actual like entertaining people. You know what I mean? They were side characters, a lot of them, for like what was going on in your life, and they would stream snipe and be there. But I would say maybe about 2 of them I can honestly really think of were genuine good streamers.
Yeah, I mean, they're just a lot of them were side characters, and they have the shock factor to them. That's what made a lot of them entertaining, was the shock factor.
Yeah.
They do shock things.
I have a question. I want to address this one because I kept getting a couple tweets about this, so I'm curious to see because I have no idea anything about this. But they go, please ask Ice why he sold 250K plus 30% of pre-sales from CX Coin. He hasn't streamed or talked to his community for months. He has a full Bitcoin unaccounted for. Took down a month worth of messages in his Discord when they talk about the coin. There's proof of it all. Is that just another tinfoil hat thing, or what's that? What's that about?
Well, so I made a crypto coin a few months ago, and I specifically said that I'm going to get, I'm trying to remember, this is like months ago. I took 20% of the pre-sale, and I said that. That's standard. That's what you do. You know, I put $50,000 in advertising and different stuff for, you know, this coin and advertising to the crypto community, and so I took 20% of the pre-sale.
Okay.
That's a pretty standard thing to do. So.
Yeah. And why are they so what's this whole thing they're trying to say you stole 200? Is that like from the pre-sale? Like they're talking about 250K that you stole 250K?
Yeah, that's from the pre-sale.
Okay, that's just all from the pre-sale. Is that coin? Is that
it literally before you buy the pre-sale? It literally says that I'm going to take 20% before you buy it. It says it on the fucking page. So yeah, those people are just upset that they bought the top and lost money. I don't really know.
Is a coin still around? Like you can still buy CX Coin?
Yeah, it's still around. It's obviously been through major dips at this point because, I mean, that's just the nature of crypto, right? So when I released the coin, it had all this hype from the crypto community, peaked at like 7 million market cap, and then, you know, it dipped down to like 800,000 market cap now, which sounds like a fucking huge dip, and it is, but that's the nature of crypto. The people that are mad bought the top at 7 million market cap when I told them not to, and they still did. And
they still did, and it fell through.
I don't really know how else to put that. I mean, I tried to warn people like, hey, don't buy the top. It's going to be like when you release a coin, of course, it's going to be this huge fucking thing that happens, this huge run, and then it's going to go down.
Okay.
Don't buy the top.
Don't buy the top.
But yeah, so I made that crypto so I can have a platform for people to donate crypto to me. So I do. Under my stream, I have this website now that you can donate me Bitcoin, Dogecoin, or my coin to me. So, so instead of taking dollars from PayPal, I removed my PayPal link, and now I just take crypto as donations.
Okay, I didn't even fucking know that. That makes sense. So it's kind of smart because you want, I mean, donate, like who wouldn't want crypto donated to them, especially now? So you have your own coin, so they can literally donate. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
I wanted to get rid of PayPal because I was tired of getting fucking chargebacks.
That too. Chargebacks do fucking suck.
People donate Bitcoin. They donate all some of these other coins that I have. There's no chargebacks, and the coin will hopefully go up in value over time. So,
when do we think we're going to see you stream again?
I don't know, man. I have no motivation whatsoever to stream. I'm so much more interested in coding and like all this other stuff.
What if it's just like you sitting down coding, even just like you having to sit down, chill stream, just coding, talking to chat?
Yeah, I mean, I could stream myself doing that stuff, but I don't think it's that interesting.
Okay.
Like it's not that interesting to like code and talk about Web3 and AI and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't get me wrong, I want to stream.
Yeah.
I just don't like streaming on YouTube. I just wish that I could stream on Twitch because then I would actually grow my channel doing the chill stuff that I want to do.
And not taking a hit from just doing the chill stuff too, right? In terms of algorithm.
If I stream coding every day, my fucking channel's gonna die.
Yeah, no, that's true. So, what do you think the likelihood? I know you must get this question all the time, but like, what do you think it is of getting unbanned on Twitch?
I have no idea, man. I want to say that one day I'll get unbanned, but dude, I have no idea. I mean,
because I've seen some of the, again, in different circumstances, the way you were banned is different. But I've seen some older CX people get unbanned. Like I think Mexican Andy this month got unbanned from
you gotta
Twitch.
think like this, bro. Mexican Andy, he gets unbanned. But what happens?
Who cares, right? No one gives a shit.
Happens, right? And you get some viewers, people talk about it, whatever. I get unbanned. There's headlines. There's all these different things happening, and people are like, hyped for it, and like, obviously, there's a huge difference there. And I think that's really the issue here is that I think if I got banned, it would be too big of news. I think that's the problem. That's why I'm not unbanned. I think because let's say I get unbanned and do fucked up shit on Twitch, and now Twitch looks bad, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I would never do that, but What if, their
The
Twitch is
what if
asking,
factor.
what if,
Yeah.
what if, and then it's like all these headlines and stuff. So Twitch, if they unban me, it has to be like a mutual trust where it's like, okay, we trust this guy to not do fucked up shit if we unban him.
I guess it just sucks. It's just so disappointing to me because it's like I know how good you can be. I know how good of a streamer you are and like what you're capable of doing. And I get it. It's a little bit different and you wouldn't be doing that same kind of stuff, but it would just be cool. It would be nice for me as just a viewer, right? To be able to open up Twitch and to see Ice Poseidon is live right there. It'd be like, "Oh, that's cool as shit." You know, being able to play old clips of you or even old footage that I have of you on Twitch. Like I can't play old footage of you. I wish I could have interviewed you live on my stream, but obviously I can't. You're fucking banned. And that just sucks. You can play old footage of you? I thought I couldn't even play old footage of you.
Yeah, I just can't be the main
focus of the stream. And you can't even appear on other people's streams, right?
I mean, not as the main attraction. I've been on other streams before, but okay. I've never been the main attraction of those streams, so they don't get banned.
So like right now, I couldn't go live and be like Ice Poseidon interview, right? Because I would get banned.
You couldn't go live with Ice Poseidon interview, but you could go live with me in your room. Okay. And I'm just like in the background
doing something. That sucks though. That sucks though. That sucks though. That just so fucking sucks, man. That so fucking sucks. And it's just been so many years. It's been so many fucking years already.
I know. I wish there was a way that I could get unbanned, but I have no idea how to even approach that situation. I don't even know who to ask. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. And like I said, I think Twitch is afraid of. I think if I got it banned, it would be like the too big of headlines as like, because why would they want somebody who is now getting unbanned to get headlines for their platform? That doesn't make sense for them. That's like they want people who have never been banned to be headlines.
Yeah, I get what you mean, and I could see people trying to dig up old clips and blah blah blah. It's like, look, Twitch unbans this guy, with some shitty old I can already see what you're trying to say, like play out, and it just sucks. It just really fucking sucks because it was such a fun, special time in the internet. Even when shit was horrible, it was still crazy. You know what I mean? There was still some level of fun to it. At least not being you from my perspective of it, but it was just disappointing. It's really fucking disappointing.
I think it's kind of funny when people dig up old clips, bro, because it's like not a secret. I did all this shit live on stream. We're trying to it's not like a fucking
I got you moment, right?
Not a Carl Jacobs where I'm pretending to be the squeaky clean person. Like, no, I did all this on stream. This is no surprise to anyone. Yeah. So anyone who brings old clips, usually they get, if it's on Twitter or something, usually people will comment and be like, dude, go fuck yourself. You're a fucking no life.
And again, I know you're not streaming right now. I know you haven't in a few months, but do you think we're going to see you live in the next couple months here?
I mean, listen, I want to go live.
Yeah.
I just want to go live in an environment that's not going to kill my channel if I want to fucking chill.
So what does that mean?
That I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'll be live on. I'll go live on YouTube at some point when I feel good about myself and have the motivation. But I don't know when that's going to be because like I said, I've been streaming for 7 years, man, and I don't see any progress whatsoever. And I'm ready to do something else in my life that will actually progress my life. If streaming, on YouTube doesn't change.
Could you just see yourself walking away from the internet then, completely?
No, not walk away from the internet. I'll still be on the internet,
But I mean, as an entertainer, just like even as like a streamer, then.
Yeah, maybe as an entertainer, not maybe I won't be an entertainer. Maybe I'll be a coder, like releasing apps or something for phone. Like I want to release phone apps with AI, and I want to make like an AI girlfriend, and then people could download the app.
Wait, you want to make an AI girlfriend?
Yeah,
like so the movie Her.
Yeah, kind of. So I've been dabbling in. So thank God for 2021. There's so many different open codes or open API and all this different stuff I can use. Like iOS has this thing, this AR file that has everything you need for augmented reality. So I've been dabbling in augmented reality and AI. So I'm trying to make augmented reality AI that it can be like your girlfriend, and it's like there in person with you. You can talk to it, you can touch it, you can do all these things with it.
Can you gaslight it?
I mean, I suppose You
Like,
could.
can I make, okay? Can I have like a toxicity fucking meter on it? Could I make it like I could like because like here's my thing with relationships. I don't like a girl that's really nice. Like as fucked up as it is, like I like a good fight once in a while. Do you know what I mean? Like I like a little bit of a fucked up relationship. You know, like I don't want just a servant, if that makes sense. Like I want a little, I want some, you know, I want her to be mean a little bit once in a while to me.
I suppose if you want that, then yeah, you could. You could just change the temperament
Okay.
on the AI, and then it will just respond in a more toxic way, I
I
suppose.
mean, it is going to be a weird thing. I get what you mean. AI and stuff like that is the future, and I do think we are going to see things where people like literally fall in love with an AI, you know, and like that's it's going to be a bizarre time, a really bizarre time.
Oh, it's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you. I've been talking to this one AI, and bro, it's really
What do you mean you've been talking to this one AI?
well, not like on a relationship level, but I have been dabbling with AI, and I've been using different AIs to see how they work and
Yeah.
whatever. And there's this one AI that's really good by OpenAI, and yeah, I mean, I've been talking to it for like weeks, and it remembers everything, and it's
Jesus
like talking to
Christ.
it's like talking to a human. And obviously, I'm studying this, and I'm getting like feedback, and like, okay, this is pretty good. Like, this is how I can incorporate something like this into my thing.
How different, like compared to like a normal person when you're messaging them, is it?
I mean, it's probably like talking to somebody with like 95 IQ.
Okay, I mean that's not bad IQ. That's not bad IQ. It's like average IQ.
It's like, you know, they'll talk like a normal person, but sometimes maybe they say something that doesn't make sense.
Sense, yeah. That's because I remember just being a kid. Remember Cleverbot and shit like that. You know what I mean? Back in the day, like Google,
Yeah, I mean, Cleverbot is like super primitive,
super
bro.
old, yeah, shitty fucking AI, yeah. But that's what I remember of that. That's so weird though. So you really want to develop apps and stuff like that? Like that's really where you're motivated in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I just want to develop, I mean, just develop AI. Like, I just think it's super fascinating, you know?
That's cool, man. No, I think that's really fucking cool. I think that's really fucking cool. Well, I would love to download an Ice Poseidon AI one day. A little Paul Danino AI. Be
And you
great.
know, the best thing about making apps or whatever in general, though, you don't actually have to code anything. You just have to put shit together. You know, there's so much shit that's open out there that you can, like open source that you can just
Yeah.
use. You grab different things and you just put them together to make it work in a product. You don't actually have
Really?
to code anything. So that's what I've realized. Like,
Really?
I don't actually, I'm not making my own AI because learning neural networks and all this shit is going to take years, and I'm still going to learn that, but it's just not something I can do right now.
Yeah.
It's very complicated, but I can take an open source AI, add it to my thing, change the code a little bit,
Okay. And
and then
market it in whatever way you want it to be.
exactly, you don't actually have to create from scratch
Yeah, your own fucking
anything.
AI. Yeah, I get what you mean. So they already have open source AIs that you can just. I get what you're trying to say. Have you like hit up any teams or met with any people that are like into that?
No, I'm just doing this myself.
Okay, that's fucking cool, man. No, I think that's really cool, and I'm just happy you're at a better place. Like as long as you're saying you're happy, you're trying to
Well,
find yourself more.
I will say I'm unfulfilled. I'm going to say I'm happy.
Okay,
I'm very unfulfilled, and I'm very bored all the time.
that's not good. No, that's sad, man. That's not fucking good. That's not good. That's not good. I don't want that for you.
Yeah, I mean it's not great, but how could I possibly feel fulfilled in life at the moment? I mean, I've done so much shit in my life.
I get what you mean.
It's
Do you
everything
just
is
feel like you've
boring.
hit a wall? Yeah, because there's so much shit's just happened. You've done so much that you're just.
Everything's boring, and I'm trying to just progress myself in life, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm
Do you
like
want a
bored.
family? Do you want to get married one day? Like, do you think it's something like that too?
I mean, yeah, I would like to get
Your own
married.
little tribe, you know? Like, like pop
I
out
would
little
like to get
Danitos?
I'd like to have kids, yeah, get married and all that stuff. I just have to meet the right person, which I haven't met yet. So,
Yeah. Okay. How's the dating game going for you?
I mean, I haven't found anyone too captivating.
Okay.
So,
It's not great.
fortunate. I've probably been on like 100 dates.
100 fucking dates?
Yeah, over the past few months, I've probably been on like 100 dates, dude. And
Jesus
literally,
Christ.
just nobody. I just can't find someone that I would really want to date.
Like, what are
Like
you
long.
looking for? Like, what are you looking for in a girl?
I don't really know, man. I mean, I guess I know. Like, I just want someone who's like, you know, smart and open-minded and willing to like has their own things going on and is like super cool and I don't know, whatever. But
Like, do you not like? Are you not a guy that would you like not being a girl who's super codependent? Then, like, you don't want like someone with, like codependency.
no, they have to be independent. They,
Have to be independent.
bro, I don't want somebody to depend on me. That's like a step back in life.
Yeah, not
I
fun.
want somebody who's doing their own shit and has like their own things going on. And yeah,
Just
but
a real
that
adult relationship, right? Like a real adult relationship.
yeah, exactly. But that's like the issue with a lot of people in their 20s that I've dated, at least through
Yeah,
Tinder or fucking
yeah.
people on Instagram. I don't know, whatever the fuck. And yeah, they're not very like mature or something. I don't know. They're like very. They just don't have a lot going on for them, and they're not very captivating to talk to. Like I need somebody that I can have a very stimulating conversation with.
And you're at a weird age now too in life. Or what? You're like 27 now, right? I think you're like 27, 28.
27, yeah.
27, okay, where it's like, you know, you're not, yeah, you're still technically in your 20s, but it's not your early 20s and not your mid 20s anymore either, right? It's like you're probably way more fucking mature than like some 21-year-old girl, right? Like how much in common could you super have and even want to talk about with a girl that's just can just start legally drinking, and that's like her whole identity right now is just going out to bars and clubs and shit. Like I imagine that's so not what you're about.
Well, yeah. I mean, the dates that I've went on is two types of girls, right? You got the girls that are like early 20s, 22, 23, 21, whatever, and it's like, okay, there's nothing to talk about. We don't relate on any level whatsoever. And then you got the girls that are 27, 25, 28. A lot of them just don't. They're like, I'm like, what do you want to do with your life? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you do right now? I'm just on unemployment. It's like, oh, okay. I don't want to fucking date you then.
And is it, I feel like it's probably hard to find too, like a girl, let's say that's like 28 or 29 or even 27, that can even super understand your life. You know what I mean? Like they might just be kind of a boomer, honestly, a little bit, unless they were a person that kind of caught up with the internet or at least has had their eye on it a bit. Not that you need them to know every single thing you've done, but I mean, I've met 27-year-olds that don't even know what Twitch is. You know what I mean? Like they don't even know, they never even heard of it before.
I prefer that. I don't want to date someone who. I prefer not to date someone who knows what Twitch is. Like I'll do it, but
Really?
I prefer. I mean, I don't care if they know what Twitch is. I guess it's more of like, yeah, I don't want them to know who I am if they date me. Like I want to
I'm
find
not
someone.
saying know who you are. I'm saying understand your life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they don't have to understand my life. I don't really care about that.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it would be great if I could meet a girl who's super hot and knows how to code and was a fucking streamer. Like, oh yeah, that'd be great, but that's not gonna happen.
I saw that you made a really good fucking like your Tinder post or whatever, your Tinder profile like blew up on Reddit or something like that. Like you had like something went viral.
Just a joke. I was like, I see so many profiles on Tinder from girls that are just like, you have to be 6 feet tall and you have to make 100,000 a year and like fucking shit. But then they look like a fucking goblin. So it's like, all right. So I made my profile. You have to be this tall. You have to make this amount of like. I was just making fun of them, and it blew up on Reddit, and they thought I was being serious. And that was funny.
That's funny as shit. That's actually really fucking funny. Well, I want you to find happiness, man. I want you to define, I guess, not necessarily happiness, but you're saying fulfillment. And I get, you know, that's a lifetime journey. You know, I think that's a journey that a lot of people go through. And I think especially you're kind of around that perfect age where it's like, you went through a lot, right? I mean, you went through, I think, more things than most people have in a lifetime happen to them in a course of like a few years too, you know, where you just had so much fucking life happen, just dumped on you. And even before that, you know, you were just, how you always explained it to me, and just not be shitting on you, just kind of a lonely kid in Florida, you know what I mean? Before the internet, everything changed. And I feel like that's a lot. That's a fucking lot to handle over the course of a few years. Like, I'm surprised you don't have PTSD, honestly, from some of the shit you went through.
I mean, I had a little bit of PTSD a couple years ago, but I got over that. You know,
I just got over that.
I used to be like really worried if I were like if I see someone like if I'm in public and like I always like look over my shoulder and stuff.
Fidgety.
I don't do that anymore. So
fidgety as fuck. Okay, well, man, I want to thank you for the interview. I really appreciate it. I think this was really good. I had fun. It was nice catching up with you. I'm gonna be in Austin soon. I would love to like chill with you IRL.
yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop recording now. But you know what? Can you do me a favor? This is so cringy. Can you say JaggerXTC down bad Adderall gang? JaggerXTC down bad Adderall gang.
JaggerXTC down bad Adderall gang. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Let's get the Minecraft viewers.
Thank you.